random culinary techniques, let's learn how to make pasta dough from scratch. I'm going to be making an egg-based pasta dough today, so all I'm going to need is some flour and eggs, but some recipes include milk or olive oil which change the texture. Start by pouring your flour onto a clean surface, and then create a large well. Now add in your eggs. And now that everything is added, using a fork, you can start mixing everything together. And as we mix, we're going to start slowly pulling in flour from the sides of the well. The reason we slowly incorporated the flour into the dough is because flour can only be hydrated with so much liquid. And by mixing it in gradually, we ensure that all the flour is properly saturated and the dough has no lumps and is even and consistent throughout. Now that the dough looks considerably dry, we can switch to a pass guard or a bench scraper and continue to mix this dough together. Once it forms a shaggy dough like this, we can start kneading with our hands. And there are many different ways you can knead your pasta dough. I personally like to fold it in half and push with my palm outwards. Fold in half, push with your palm outwards. And you really want to knead this well for 10 to 15 minutes. The combination of flour and water or liquid creates a protein-like bond or glue, which is so important to develop for pasta because you want that elastic texture. And once you're done kneading, you should have a super smooth dough that bounces back when you press into it. Now I'm just going to wrap it in plastic wrap and let it rest for about 30 minutes. We let the pasta dough rest to relax the gluten that we just developed, so that way when we roll it, it doesn't tear or stretch back too easily. Now we're just going to flatten our pasta dough and run it on the largest setting in the pasta machine, increasing the setting by 1 every single time you pass the pasta. And once you've sheeted out your pasta a few times, you actually want to fold or laminate the dough. Just like this. Laminating your pasta dough creates layers, which is super important because that develops the al dente or toothsome texture that you want in pasta. And once you've reached your desired thickness, you can cut these to whatever pasta shape you'd like. And that is how to properly make pasta.